Morningside Mustangs played host to the Midland Warriors in a GPAC battle. The Mustangs looking to remain undefeated on the season. Let's jump right into the game. Warriors hunting for a score here in the second quarter. They try a trick play, a double pass, but Malik Hampton is too smart. He sniffs that one out, gets the diving interception to give Morningside the possession. Mustangs working on offense here, but defense was the name of the game tonight, as Lennox Brown is going to fire this one deep, but the Warrior defender, well, he makes a great play. He's going to return that one for about 15 yards before getting tackled right there by the Mustangs. But let me tell you what, this is defense for the Stangs. Garrison Beach is going to flee the pocket. He's going to fire one deep. But guess what? That is Linnell Boyd Jr. He reads it like a book. He's going to take it. He's going to take it all the way for a house call. And that is going to extend the lead 34-10. Mustangs are cruising, and they would go on to win this one 48-17. Now we got one final GPAC game in Siouxland. Briarcliff hosting Hastings. Chargers have an errant snap go over Dobson's head. The Chargers do fall on it, but that is in the end zone. And that gives the Broncos a 2-point safety, 16-6 Hastings lead. Broncos again making their presence felt on the defensive end as a pack of them swarm Dobson right there and drag him down to the ground. And Chargers searching for answers. They would find it here. Big play late in the second quarter as Broxea slings it over to Corey Kerrigan, who makes his way down the sideline. Can't quite beat the Hastings defenders, but a big play nonetheless. Briarcliff actually goes on to win this one in a dogfight 19-16, and that's all the football action we have tonight. Well.